bilateral trade between Mexico and Singapore exceeds $2,000 million, which places Singapore as the fifth importer of Mexican products in Asia, and Mexico as the third importer of Singaporean products in Latin America. Given this commercial relationship, the entrepreneurs and the representatives of each country need to know the protocols in the negotiations, as it guarantees a better commercial relationship, as well as a standard framework within which people can operate while communicating and collaborating.
Okay, in this part we will see the greeting and handshake. A Mexican should at least say good morning, even strange. When you meet with a group of people, each is greeted separately, no matter how it takes a long time. Handshakes, hugs, and among women kissing about. Stick with handshakes until your host decides that you qualify as more intimate. But don't walk away from a hug, then walk among to a friendship rejection. Presentation at meeting. Punctuality is expected from foreign entrepreneurs. The scheduled meeting time is considered punctual in Mexico. Spanish is the language of business. You may need to hear an interpreter, preferably a native speaker who understands the language as it is spoken in Mexico. Wait approximately 10 to 15 minutes of checking before going to down negotiates. If they offer you something to drink, usually coffee, don't refuse. This will be seen as an insult. Take some time to consider it before agreeing to something. A promise does not mean that your request will be carried out. Should always ask for written confirmation of any agreement or commitment. Management or other important people can sometimes make unreasonable or demands that are too aggressive to demonstrate their importance within or for your own group. Customing everything explained of the proposal will benefit a Mexican country, community, family, and most importantly, the Mexican personality. Negotiation almost never happen over the phone and rarely be letter. Mexicans prefer to do business in person. The wardrobe is sometimes fundamental in business. Therefore, we will see some characteristics of the appropriate clothing for business in Mexico. The wardrobe most used by businessmen and executives is the dark classic costume. Generally, he wore a close shoes, classic coat preferably with lace. For women, sweat jacket, skirt blue combination, pant blues, or a similar wardrobe is also usually worn, but always with a fairly classic coat. A good wardrobe must be accompanied by a good general appearance, especially careful personal hygiene, clean shave, or if you have a beard, well-trimmed and groomed hands, clipped nails, and well-trimmed hair. Accessories, depending on where the visit is and where it is moving, many accessories or jewelry are not recommended. Much less brag about the less visible better, because security can be used depending on the area where we move. Style and elegance. Mexican executives tend to very elegant and correlating clothing brands. Although they do not bear marks, they are always very well arranged and offer a very attractive present.
The way of doing business in Singapore is notably different from how it's done in Mexico. This is partly because Singapore has a mix of different cultures such as Indian, Malay, and Chinese. These are the rules of business etiquette that must be followed. The greetings and handshake. Shake hands with everyone present at the business meeting or social event. The handshake should be firm, and shake hands again when leaving. Singaporeans may slightly bow their heads when waving. It's highly appreciated and considered polite to slightly bow your head to the Chinese or elderly as a reciprocity. And it's recommended that men wait for women to extend their hands for the greeting. It's recommended that you start the meeting with more casual topics. Do not go immediately to the negotiations, as your counterpart will want to know a little more about you, then generate a stronger bond of trust. Once this is done, business conversations are formal and direct. Introduce the most important people or the elderly first. The order is given by age and or gender. Mention women before men. Always allow your interlocutor to be the one to invite you to sit down and also to be the one to initiate the conversation in the meeting. Remember that senior managers might not attend the first opportunities. If they don't, you must seriously ask your presentation and proposals toward him, because at the end of the meeting, he is the one who has the power to close deals. In the presentations, professional title and last name are used. If the professional title is not known, Mr. or Mr. is predecessed followed by the last name. Singaporeans tend to be more courteous to people they know and not as courteous to strangers. This does not mean that they are not being polite. During the development of the meeting, take care of the way in which you express yourself with your face, voice, and posture. Singaporeans look at these expressions in order to decipher what the person feels. They tend to communicate in subtle, indirect, and implicit ways. Due to Singapore's modernity and ethnic diversity, different types of outfits are accepted. Western clothing is the most common. Clothing is relatively casual and is chosen depending on where you attend. Dressing appropriately. Dress for a tropical climate. Light colors are recommended. For the entertainment events, wear a jacket and tie or a jacket with an open collar. In the business, men's bright colored shirts, ties, and pants. Jackets are generally not required. In the case of women, skirts and blouses with sleeves or dress pants. When meeting with a government official, dress more formally.